Hello and welcome to this edition of KPSN. The air is charged with anticipation today at King Philip High School, where the undefeated Warrior football team, rocking a stellar 12-0 record, gears up for the Super Bowl showdown at Gillette Stadium.
This football team puts in hundreds of hours, showing up at 6 a.m., running the track, running the turf, in the weight room. All of that for a chance to play in a game like tonight. Warriors, what is your profession?
The locker room will echo with a mix of nerves and exhilaration as the team dons the green and gold with pride and determination before they take the field tonight. After 2 heartbreaking years of making it to Gillette and leaving it with a loss, the Warriors believe the time has come for them to show they are the 2023 MIAA state champions. It's the King Philip Warriors versus the Marshfield Rams at Gillette Stadium tonight. The team is riding on the energy from a commanding win over Franklin last week at Fenway Park, where they earned the Hawk Championship title. For the past 2 years, KP has been starved of a Thanksgiving Day victory against Franklin. This year's senior class has been hungry for a win since their freshman year, and now they would get the opportunity to do it at the mecca of Boston sports, Fenway Park. The Warriors were ready to play, and from the first whistle, they showed Franklin what their mission was. The scoring started with a Drew LaPlante touchdown, then an amazing touchdown pass from Tommy McLeish to Mason Campbell, who dove across the goal line. Drew LaPlante would then score the second touchdown, and on the kickoff, it was time to cue the Cobra. Junior Drew Bowen forced a fumble, picked it up, and ran it all the way to the end zone for a once-in-a-lifetime scoring play. The fans went crazy.
Kicked it down there. Kid comes up. I want to say either Thomas Kilroy wrapped him up. I got in there, hit with the little Cobra. Give me that ball. Everyone's in that pile, so I swoop underneath and then run that in the end zone. That's a touchdown. Good boy.
From there, KP coasted to a 35-0 win over Franklin, took the Hawk title, and continued an undefeated season. And Drew Bowen was named the Division II Boston Herald Player of the Week, adding a little extra stuffing to that big Thanksgiving rivalry win. You can't talk about this King Philip team without a discussion surrounding the success of their dynamic offense. In his first year as offensive coordinator, Coach Anthony Vazakis has been able to lead his squad to a number of high-scoring blowouts, and they have been literally unstoppable all year. The thunder and lightning of Aiden Astorino and Drew LaPlante running the ball echoes decades of a dominant run game, powered by an incredible offensive line. However, it has been pretty clear that KP isn't afraid to air it out this year and let their receivers do a little some. The likes of Danny Silveria, Davey Holland, and Mason Campbell have made the KP offense very hard to defend against. This offense has head-top corners, plowed through linebackers, and burnt safeties all season, and Marshfield is going to see their fire.
We haven't been able to get the job done the past 2 years, but we feel really confident this year. As seniors, we're going to take the field with pride and get a win.
You're going to come out with a W.
The offense wouldn't be so powerful without the poise and finesse of KP's 1,000-yard quarterback, Tommy McLeish. Having been a part of the varsity program since the summer before his freshman year, this Warrior QB had an immense impact on the continued success of the team. This will be his 3rd trip to the Super Bowl and his 2nd consecutive as the starting quarterback, and McLeish holds an impressive 25-3 high school record. Week 2 of his sophomore year, Tommy suffered a season-ending injury. However, this did not stop him from finding another role on the team. Learning to really watch and dissect film of opposing defenses, he was able to help call plays and understand the tendencies of the opponent. While this injury impeded his ability to be out in the field and play, he described this experience as indirectly beneficial because his career as a high school athlete moved forward in light of it.
Getting hurt sophomore year, I lost pretty much all my sophomore year, and it really showed me like how easy you can lose it all. You know what I mean? And now I just don't take anything for granted, and just work as hard as I can every day to get better and hopefully bring home a ring one last time.
Tommy is the type of player that embodies the spirit of King Philip, as his hard work, leadership, and determination have brought him to this very exciting pinnacle as he closes out his Warrior football career. Dominance is the key to winning on a football field. A team that wins as much as KP needs a culture of imposing their will. That culture starts with the O-line every week at practice. The Hogs, as Coach Lee calls them, lift, practice, and work harder than most athletes in the state. This year's O-line, led by Captain Sean King and Luke Danson, has been a force to be reckoned with. Every game they start out with a statement to the other team. We're coming for you, and you can't do anything about it. Through the season, the entire line, in addition to the captains, including Logan Van, Matthew Terrio, and Drew Herlin, have pushed opposing defenses wherever Coach Lee wants to put them. This extremely dominant barrier has given quarterback Tommy McLeish time to pass, the running backs holes to run through, and are the foundation of the Warriors' success. If you are a lineman at KP, you live for those pancakes, thrive on the drives, and you don't hold anything back. Today, for the last time in the green and gold for many of them, the O-line will look to continue their dominance on our second home turf, Gillette Stadium.
KP was not always the dominant team on the gridiron. It took almost 2 decades of building culture to earn frequent trips to Gillette. Before his 150th win last week in Fenway Park, Coach Brian Lee talked to the team about culture. This has been his focus this year. Coach Lee has always found a way to make the players that have come to him into a team. KP has a culture of dominance, and that is because they focus on the small details. Year after year, we have seen nothing but improvements in this team, and it's Coach Lee's attention to detail that keeps that train rolling.
It's not about who you play. It really is. It's about who you're playing with. This game is an opportunity. Do not waste it thinking about them or what they're supposed to be or what it's supposed to look like or any of that stuff. Take it for what it is, an opportunity with your boys to go out and do what you love. You got the opportunity tonight to focus on the things that are important, to be excellent. We know where we want to go. Use this game to be with your buddies and to get polished up and get ready for it, because we want to play next week in a big game. Hey, this is their first time in the playoffs, first time coming up to KP. We're going to show them what excellence looks like. Let's go.
An undefeated season like this one only happens when everyone is on the same page. Coach Lee's leadership has made that happen. His motto has always been that hard work pays off, and it does. Coach Lee has been a great inspiration to the many players as he knows how to get the best from each member of this team. He has formed strong bonds with his players, his staff, and the community over the course of his career. And we are all ready to see him start the push for 200 wins tonight with number 151 on the grand stage at Gillette Stadium. There is always a lot of focus on the veterans of the team, the seniors and juniors who have the poise and experience behind them, but let's not forget about the up-and-coming stars. There were several varsity rookies this year who have helped get KP to the championship game, and they have followed in the footsteps of their veteran teammates. For many of them, their path started last winter, getting in the weight room and working hard to earn their place on this team. Players like Talon King, Ryan Greenwood, Keegan Canto, Brandon Tank O'Brien, Liam Beef King, and Nate Kriske have accepted the challenge to emerge as young leaders. They have played an important role in helping the team to keep raising that bar, and you can watch them tonight as they stand alongside their mentors with the hopes of earning that prized Super Bowl ring. With a rookie crew as sharp as this one, the future looks great for our Warrior football team.
You can win all the regular season games you want, but our boys want the ultimate title of Super Bowl champions. The way to win championships is with a stellar defense. Ours is one of the best in the state. Led by seniors Sean King, Kydell Big Cat Sanchez, and David Constantine, the defense has put up 5 shutouts and continued KP's dominance of the Hawk. The defense, coached by longtime coordinator Coach Wass, turns every position into a strength for the team. The line gets sacks and stops the run game, and the linebackers led by Aiden Astorino stop anything in the middle of the field. And don't try throwing because KP's secondary will be waiting like the Cobra to make interceptions, pass breakups, and key tackles. You can see how elite the defense is by counting the Cobras on their helmets, signifying the sheer number of big plays they've made this season. When they take the field in Gillette, Marshfield will have quite the arsenal to contend with.
Trying to narrow down their playbook, taking away a lot of their motion plays. They move a lot before the snap, so if we can kind of figure out and move around and adjust correctly, we can really narrow down their playbook and stop them.
I think this is the year. I think the boys are ready to go. We've had a good week of practice, high intensity, getting the running in because this team moves fast, so the boys are ready to go.
Marshfield, they got some tricky things on offense, but all I think it comes down to is communication. If we're in the right defense, all on the same page, they're not going to be able to do a thing, and I don't think they'll score points on us at all.
That's a bold take, and we're going to stand by it.
Zero.
The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is giving it some extra. Strong leadership is required to bring any team to a championship, and our Warrior football team has a superior group of leaders who have always given extra since day one. Being a captain is an honorable achievement that not everyone has the ability and character to embody. Senior captains Luke Danson, Tommy McLeish, Sean King, and Jack Ruth-Neum have been the glue this season. They have stepped up to the great responsibility of preparing their teammates for a 48-minute battle. From pre-game speeches and unwavering moral support, these leaders are truly the backbone of the King Philip football team. The four of them have clearly earned the respect from the coaches and the community, and to have their team well prepared for the Super Bowl that they have worked so hard to get to.
Feeling very confident this year. We have a great team, and I think it's our year. I'm ready to win. It's been a great 4 years, and we're hoping to end it on a strong note.
It's going to be awesome playing our last game at Gillette.
There's a lot of excitement for the die-hard members of our King Philip Wong. Fans are ready and pumped to support their KP football team after an incredible undefeated season. Support from the crowd makes a big difference for our players as they bring the added energy to create that electric atmosphere our players need to represent our green and gold with such great pride.
Let's go. KP in the bowl. Marshfield K, boys. Let's go. Big fan. Let's go. Let's go.
The Warriors achieved their goal and are breaking records. Coach Lee recorded his 150th win, and his team is one of 3 in KP history to go 12-0. One of 2 teams to go to the state championship 3 consecutive times, and is able to break a record for themselves to become the first team to win 13 games. And that means leaving blood, sweat, and tears on the turf of Gillette and finally earning themselves a ring to represent all that is King Philip football.
We're here for revenge. We're here to take back what has been taken from us. That trophy that belongs in our case. We had a run of 11 years trying to get those numbers right. We take it back tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Proud to introduce Senior Tommy McLeish as the KP player.
Let's go! Warriors! What is your perfection? Ho, ho, ho!